we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UTEP Miners, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Unlock.
The run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory.
Dino. Check.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Pulls his way forward.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Odom. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown, UTEP. Number 6 takes it back for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
At the 15, and your Old Dominion Monarchs will take over 1st and 10.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. They stopped him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UTEP 7, Old Dominion 0.
Ready?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
In blue.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference.
Okay.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go.
Get set. Get set.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Lobos that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is he gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Runs through the tackle. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Miles. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
29 Philly.
Handoff to the single back. Just plowing down the field. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Okay, ready?
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Pound 55 weak.
They'll go with a direct snap. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little far. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some.
He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Locklear. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miners.
Touchdown, UTEP.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down, trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Miners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Direct snap. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
29-yard line. Third down coming up.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Delivers the contact. And he's running in the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. The Monarchs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And the Monarchs will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hands it off. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well give it to him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Safe completion on the screen. Out midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Toss sweep right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They're facing a 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Old Dominion 20, UTEP 14.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. The back goes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Jolly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just a short pass to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
To the air. It's Locklear. Looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long with different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Feeling some heat. On the run, still looking. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the Miners get it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Bill.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Monarchs hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the